Razavan here for FightHype.com. With me on the phone, all the way from Alabama, I've got my man, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. How's it going, champ?
It's going very well, thank you. How about yourself?
It's all good out here, champ. Deontay, firstly, I know I sent you a couple of text messages after your fight, but I didn't get to say congratulations on a great victory versus Ortiz. Just want to go back to that fight. How was that motion going through that fight and coming out victorious and proving to the critics and the people that you can go through a tough fight and be victorious at the end?
Man, it definitely was a great fight. And, I always state that I'm the best. I say I'm the most dangerous. I say I'm the baddest man on the planet. I also have stated that different things that I'm capable of doing in the ring and what I can do. I've been saying it for years. These are things I've been saying for years. And to be able to display it in the ring when duty called for me to do so, I proved it. I showed people what I've been saying all along, what I could do. And I needed a fight like that. I needed a win like that under my record because I felt shorthand of other opportunities that has been presented to myself, but it wasn't me that caused it to not happen. It was due to the other opponent. So I never got an opportunity to really see what I can do in a big fight. Now I presented it, I showed it, and I'm happy with my performance. I've changed a lot of people's minds about me, and I'm looking forward to the next thing.
I was going to say, was it pleasing to say to the critics that was saying Deontay Wilder hasn't fought anybody of a good caliber, he hasn't gone through those tough fights? Was it pleasing to once you got through that victory to say, you know what, I told you so?
Oh man, it was definitely pleasing, man. It was, man. My main thing is I tell people that it's nothing more exciting and entertaining than seeing a naysayer that don't believe in me say what I can't do and what I won't do, and when I actually do it, to see their faces, whether they admit it or not, to see them admit, and when they do admit, to see them admit, and to go about it makes me happy. It makes me laugh as well too, because people don't know. They don't know what a person is capable of. Just because you see certain things outside of the ring, you never know what this guy has. What potential he has that he can do inside of the ring. Because in the inside of the ring, our view of what's going on is totally different from those that is looking amongst us. So it makes me feel good to be able to prove people wrong about me. But I feel also good that when they do admit that, because it takes a strong person to come to admitting things, and when they do admit things, they come aboard and we welcome them with open arms. So welcome.
Champ, obviously at the post-fight press conference, there were many questions, and I think you by that time you had enough of talking about Anthony Joshua, but there were a lot of questions, and you answered. You said that you were going to be coming to the UK. Sky Sports had hired you to commentate on the fight. Before I go into any interviews I did with Eddie Hearn yesterday, but what were your reasons, obviously, for not coming to Cardiff for the Anthony Joshua and Joseph Parker fight?
My reasonings for not coming to the Parker fight is I got a call. I got a call from Sky Sports to come on, which I had no problem coming on. I told them yes, I would come on. I enjoy working with Carl Froch and Adam Smith. I enjoy working with those guys. And I said yes, I would come on, but only on one condition. And that condition was, if Joshua wins, I want to get in the ring, and I want to square out with him face to face, look him in the eyes, man to man, and ask him, do he want this fight? That's all I wanted to do, But I get a call back a couple of days. They said it would be no problem. So I get a call back a couple of days after my manager called me. He said, Deontay, you're not going to be able to get in the ring. What do you want to do? And my guys know when I say things, I mean it. I'm a man of my word. So I said no. At first, I was still going to come, but then we made a team decision that we already know what the game is. If he don't want to get in the ring, if he won't let me get in the ring, then that's fine. Because Joshua said he didn't want the hype. Joshua said he didn't want the hype. He didn't want me to get in the ring. That he was going to up security. And I even heard something about a restraining order. It was crazy. At this point, it's becoming childish. I'm like, did he really do that? And this came out of his own mouth. This ain't nothing Eddie said. This came out of Joshua's mouth that he didn't want me to ring. He didn't want the hype. And my thing is, Eddie always talking about how I need to raise my profile, how I need to hype this fight up, how I need to do all these things. But what have the next man have done? What have Topham done? What have the Molinas? What have they talking about fighting the Miller next? What have all these guys done? And no disrespect to them, because if you're going to support your family, then do so. I'm happy for you. All power with you. But when it comes to me, why do I have to go through so much just to get a fight? And he said I need to build all this up. But what better way than to build the hype of a big fight like this than two big men, two big champions getting in the ring, face to face, eye to eye, having a discussion about this fight. That way that Joshua can express himself without Eddie Hearn having to do it for him. Because Eddie said so much that Joshua said, I talked to Joshua. His whole line is, I just got finished talking to Joshua. And he said, yeah, of course, he's ready for, he always say what he just got finished doing, talking to Joshua. And then he'll say what Joshua said. When we know for fact that it's been a thing that he said that Joshua didn't even know about. That's why they're not on the same accord with each other. They always saying one thing and the other one saying another. Let me give you an example. Joshua said he's been talking to my team since December. Now, my last post-press conference, my manager, Shelly Finkel, came out and showed them that we only talked to Eddie since November, and he didn't even give us he didn't even call us back when he promised that he would. He's not a man of his word. And we showed a proof of that. Eddie said Joshua would knock me out in 3 rounds. Yeah, we'll make that fight as soon as possible. He'll knock me out in 3 rounds. We have no problem with that fight. I have high confidence in it. Joshua says, I'm not going to be rushing my career. I need time. It might be 2019, 2020. And now here we go with this situation where Hearn's talking about I need to hype the fight and didn't do it. But then Joshua come along, and when I get the opportunity to hype the fight and do it, Joshua come in and say, no, I don't want this fight to be hyped. We're not going to come in the ring. We're not going to do this and that. So, and for that reason, I didn't come. A lot of people talking about, well, just on their side. Just across the pond, Eddie, I say him. He's talking about how much media outlets is going to be there and how I can get the exposure. It sounds good, but that is not the case. The only way, that ain't not the case, because when the Klitschko fight, one of the biggest fights that he's done. Now, when I'm there, amongst me being there, did you one time announce that I was there? Did you one time worry about the media getting on me? Because we could have fair fought after that fight as well as this one. What's the difference between the Klitschko fight and the Parker fight of me and him fighting? If it was that important, if that was such the big, if that was such big reason why I still should have came because of media, I didn't even get the attention when I came that I was supposed to deserve when I came over there. The first one was the Klitschko fight, and then to furthermore add on to it, really, I don't need to be there. If he's talking about media, I don't need to be there because it's a win-win situation for me. Because he is talking about me. Every outlet he's talked to, he talks about me. He's speaking my name. And we know other outlets copy out for others if they couldn't get the interview. So it spreads out. This whole ordeal about me and Joshua has been brought up throughout the build-up with Joseph and Parker. Some people would think me and Anthony would be fighting. How much the build-up? My name has been everywhere. and all the outlets. So I don't need to be there because y'all benefit. Y'all putting my name out there. You know what I mean? Every time we talk about it, it's been the talks of me and Joshua. It's been the talks of me and Dylan, and it's been the talks of I'm not coming to the card. 3 situations pertain to my team and to it. So it's a win-win situation for me. All talk is good talk. So I don't need to be there if it's for the media.
Champ, obviously I was speaking to Eddie Hearn and both Joshua this week during fight week, and Eddie made some comments and just wanted to kind of get your side of the events. Eddie, one of the key things Eddie said was that he has approached your team has made 0 approaches, and he says that he doesn't know who your manager is. You've got 3 different managers, there's no structure there. What was your reaction when you kind of heard that, or having heard that now from me?
Come on, man. Like I said before, a guy like him, you got to watch out for guys like him. Well-groomed, got a nice smile, and he got blue eyes. I would love to have a conversation with his wife about Eddie. Just a little chat about him. He's a car salesman. He'll sell you a used car and roll up the mileage and say it runs like new. And then when you pull off the car lot, it does just that until you get down the street. And then it start popping like firecrackers, or somebody shot a gun. And when you come back and try to get your money, there's a sign under that's some words under the contract in small print that says no refund. That's what type of guy he is. Eddie. The thing about Eddie is that I'm so far up in his head because what I come with the truth. I don't have to make up lies. I don't have to make up things because this is real life for me. I'm the fighter. I want to get in the ring. So I don't have to make up nothing. But with him, every day, every night studying something that he's going to say to counter with what I say, or waiting to the next thing I say to try to counter, because he got to keep the lie fresh. He got to keep it going. And we know one thing for sure, when you have a guy that try to manipulate people and lie, it's more work than the truth. The lie is more work to obtain and continue to put out in people's ears than just actually just saying, you know what, I'm going to tell the truth. We're not ready to fight. We're not looking to fight right now. And that's just that. I can respect that. And people can respect that. But when you're lying, and people are starting to tell. Even the people in the UK starting to turn around now. And I thank God. Because they was all Eddie. And, I know they on the hype train right now. People are excited. Just like one guy told me, he said, you know what? I'm just going to be honest. He said, we're all on our high horse right now because we're so excited. It's been 10 years. And now we finally got a champion. Now we're excited and we're happy. Some of them are still on that frontier like that. But it's a lot of them that say, you know what? It's time now. We done had our fun. We're happy. We want to see the fight. And people come around, they see when Eddie speaks. Every time he speaks, you see that little smirk that he put on when you tell him to lie. He look off. You can tell his body language. You can see it in the subliminal messages that he says in there. When you have to tell a lie, you have to keep it up. You have to keep it going. You have to refreshing it, and it's a lot of hard work to do that. Eddie knows that. Eddie knows that they ain't tried to make this fight happen. That's why he didn't respond back to. That's why he didn't call us back. And if he say he such this A side, why the hell you waiting on us to make an offer? Why haven't y'all made the offer? If you such the A side and you want to control this and that, why haven't we gotten the offer? Nobody heard about that. My team is ready, willing and able. Any given time, he's ready. Any given time, and he worried about. I have one manager. I have one manager. I have my guy I've known for a long time, JD, plays as my co-manager, just to hear certain things, and I have a great guy in Al Heyman, which have made the 4 most biggest fights in boxing. Period. Is my advisor. So I don't know all these managers and all. That's just something to make people laugh or whatever, and to say, that's his sense of humor. And, he can, if that makes people laugh, then okay. But long as this fight get done, that's all we want. We tired of the runaround. It don't take this, man. At this point, it's becoming childish. It's becoming so childish. It's becoming frustrating to people that's watching it. When people spend their money, they want the best. They want quality. You know, they want to spend the best on it.
Mm-hmm.
And this fight right here is the best that can happen, period, in the whole heavyweight division. Mm-hmm. This is the biggest fight in the world right now. The biggest fight in the world in all the divisions, in my opinion. This is the biggest, this is the most talked about, the most anticipated fight right here, right now, me and him. And they're avoiding it. It's not us. We've been trying to get this fight for a year, almost 2 years. You know, so it ain't my part. It ain't on my behalf that we're scared and we ain't trying to make this fight happen. It's obvious that I'm trying to make the fight happen. But what have been y'all attempt to make the fight happen? Instead of just talking about how we don't want it and how I need to raise this and how I need to do that. What attempt can you prove that you tried to do instead of talking like we haven't done it to get this fight made? Mm-hmm. And what lie, I'm going to see you break up with that because he ain't made no offers. They ain't tried to make this fight. They still trying to get the consumers money. They still trying to set a pitch to make them seem like he's the greatest of all this. You know, oh, this is a second world title. No, this is not a second unification title. This is if you want to be real, this is the first proper unification bout right here. The other ones was given, just like everything else was given. Everything was given to Joshua. Let's face it, we know this. Everything was given. Even with those belts, when Klitschko fought, they put those belts on the line. That wasn't no real unification bout. Now, this one is a real one because Joseph Parker is a champion, but not only is he a champion, he's defending his title before to solidify himself as a champion. Some people say once you win the title, after you do unified, then you really you solidify yourself. Now, this is the first proper unification bout. This is his first unification bout. But to say the second and he done it in 20 fights and all, that is a setup to make it bigger in the consumer eyes to make them give up their money. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just like passing the collection plate. We need a new church. You know, we got to get, you know, you got to do this, you got to do that. Give God the glory. Let's build his kingdom. Let's do this. And people start getting, you know what, the pastor right. Let me get all my money. I ain't got nothing but $100. This is all I got for to feed me for the rest of the week. But you know what? I'm going to upbuild this kingdom because it sounds good. And I'm in for a treat when I go see it. You know, so I give my money up. Mm-hmm. And that's what the consumers have been doing. They've been giving their money up because like they call Eddie Fast Eddie. He done manipulate these people all their money. And people starting to come around. And the ones that haven't come around yet, hey, if you like giving up your money, your 20 quid or whatever it is, if you like giving it up, then hey, keep giving it up and keep riding the train. Keep riding the train because I'll tell you one thing, you're going to be very mad and disappointed. See, this fight right here between me and him is going to be a very emotional fight. It already is. Mm. I see the fans battling with each other all the time, arguing, going back and forth, saying all kinds of reckless stuff. Some good, some bad. You know, all kinds. So many people have so much mixed emotions involved. Man, when this fight is over with and I do what I say I'm going to do, there's going to be a lot of depressed people on his behalf. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to come at Eddie because he manipulated them. Mm-hmm. Instead of being real with them and telling them the truth. He sold them a picture. He drew them a picture. He sold them a thing that actually wasn't really there because they know I'm the most dangerous man in the business. Mm. And Joshua said his main fear is to lose. If your fear is losing, then you need to take that fear patch off your shorts because that don't apply to you. Mm. Because, you know, I am that dangerous man that can make him lose. And he knows that when he loses, that when the UK people support you, they support you until you get beat. And then they move on to the next hype job. And he knows that. That's why he's so fearful of losing. I'm that man he don't want to lose to yet. But it's coming around. It's winding down. Like I said, we're going to smoke them out. And that's what happens. Through all the media outlets, throughout the fans, and the people's talking, it's continued to build up. This fight been talking about way more than him and Parker. That's why all the pressure is on Joshua. Everything is on him. There's pressure. Talking about me, talking about, you know, when this fight's going to happen. He got to perform for his fans. He got to continue to stay undefeated. There's a lot of pressure on that man. While Parker just sitting around just smiling, man. He's just like a walk in the park right now. Walking in the park because no pressure is on him. Nobody's talking about him. They already counting him out. They already counting him out to lose. So if he do lose, he's still going to be happy. He said, well, I got some money, and well, they already thought I was going to lose. You're going to accept my apologies for me not winning, and people are going to respect and accept it because they will say, well, we already thought he was going to lose anyway. So there ain't no pressure on this man, and that's dangerous right now. That's dangerous right now. So, you know, that's the fact. That's what it is. I'm sorry that I couldn't come. I really wanted to come and meet my fans, man. I've been getting DMs all day yesterday, all day before then, and some today about, you know, seeing if I'm still coming. They would have loved for me to come. You know, some people have told me their heart then got broken because I didn't come. They were looking forward. Some have told me the only reason they bought a ticket to this fight is because they heard I was coming. You know, and, you know, I have a strong fan base in the UK. I have a strong, and I appreciate you guys. I really do, and I love you guys so much. And, again, I apologize. But, you know, don't stay down too long because, I will be coming over there. You know, I will be coming maybe holidays and business. We got a lot of things set up. I will be coming over there, do what I do. Because when I come to England, they show me so much love, you know. I got friends and family over there. And when I meet people, they turns into family. Because we the love that we have mutual between each other is crazy. When I come over there, I feel like I'm still at home.
Wow. Because
I'm so comfortable, you know? So when I do come over there and have to fight AJ, I'm comfortable. I'm like I'm at home. You know, so I just want them to make the fight. Like I said before, don't wait, mate. Make the date.